Hello, and welcome to Nova English. Today, we venture into a narrative crafted for advanced English learners, a tale filled with rich vocabulary and intricate themes, designed to challenge and inspire you. Prepare to enter a world where dreams are built and an entire city has forgotten how to sleep. Our story is called The Dream Architect and the City of Sleeplessness. Let's begin. In the realm of Oneria, where the boundary between waking and slumber was an invisible, shimmering veil, there existed a city that knew no sleep, Weiland. Its streets perpetually thrummed with activity, its arcane lamps were never extinguished, and its inhabitants, known as the Wakers, lived in a state of perpetual consciousness, their eyes forever open. This was the consequence of an ancient curse, a malediction that had condemned the city to an eternal cycle of vigilance. Kael, however, was an anomaly. He was a dream architect, the only soul in Weiland capable of constructing realms of sleep within his own mind through sheer force of will and concentration. He resided in a quiet corner of the city's most boisterous market, in a house clad in dark, intricately carved panels to block out the perpetual twilight of Weiland. His atelier was a trove of esoteric materials, jars of luminous sand, whispering crystals, and arcane instruments designed to shape the chaotic ether of dreams into stable, tangible constructs. For the Wakers, Kael fashioned synthetic slumbers, dreams they could experience while fully awake, voyages into silent, sylvan forests, flights through cerulean skies, or reunions with long-lost loved ones. These fabricated reveries were the only respite the Wakers knew. Our story commences on one of Weiland's endless nights. Kael was engrossed in one of his most complex designs when he perceived a tremor in the thin wall, the delicate barrier between Weiland and the dream realm, a barrier he had always considered immutable. This vibration signified something more profound than the old curse. He sensed the city was descending into a deeper crisis. The cause was the Shadow of Sleeplessness, an ethereal, amorphous entity that fed on the collective exhaustion and unfulfilled desires for sleep of the Wakers. The shadow was growing in power, its insatiable hunger eroding the wall between worlds, making even the construction of synthetic dreams an arduous task. The Wakers were more distraught and fatigued than ever. Kael knew he had to find a way to vanquish the shadow and restore true sleep to Weiland. Consulting his ancient tomes, he discovered a forgotten legend, the Dream Core. It was said to be the fount from which all the world's dreams originated, a focal point of pure tranquility and imagination. The only path to it lay through the Dawn Gate, a portal reputedly concealed within the depths of the most terrifying nightmares. Kael prepared for the perilous journey. He took up a slender staff, the Dream Snatcher, an instrument that could absorb fragments of dreams and convert them into energy. He donned a cloak adorned with iridescent crow feathers, capable of rendering him invisible in the deepest shadows, and carried a small vial of moonlight tears, a liquid that could dispel illusions. His voyage into the dream realms began. He first entered the alleys of forgetfulness, where vague and fragmented memories floated like a pervasive mist. Kael had to navigate this labyrinth while ephemeral images of forgotten pasts attempted to disorient him. He used the Dream Snatcher to draw energy from these apparitions, clearing his path forward. Next, he reached the Nightmare Forest. Here, the trees themselves were monstrous entities with grasping, gnarled branches, and deceitful shadows danced around him. Kael used the moonlight tears, which emitted a pure silver luminescence, to dissolve the illusions and reveal the true path amidst the tangled woods. In the heart of the Nightmare Forest, he found the Dawn Gate. It was not a physical structure, but a swirling vortex of interwoven light and shadow. At its epicenter, the Shadow of Sleeplessness was visible, writhing and expanding, more potent than ever before. Kael understood that to pass through the gate, he had to confront the very source of the shadow, the eternal fatigue, and the desperate longing for slumber that defined his people. Closing his eyes, he unleashed all the dream energy his staff had collected. It was not a violent blast, but a concentrated beam of pure, serene tranquility. The beam of dream energy struck the shadow, not to shatter it, but to gently suffuse it. The shadow, nourished by this pure energy, began to glow from within. The dark, tormented entity transformed into a tranquil, flowing river of blue and violet light, which carved a clear path to the dream core. Kael stepped through the Dawn Gate. He found himself in an infinite expanse of serenity and imagination. The dream core, a colossal, multifaceted, and incandescent crystal, pulsed with a soft, healing light at the center of this void. He placed his hands upon it, feeling an absolute calm flow through him. When Kael returned to Weiland, everything had changed. The river of light that flowed from the Dawn Gate had cascaded through the city's streets. The wakers, for the first time in centuries, had closed their eyes. With serene expressions on their faces, they had finally fallen asleep. The shadow of sleeplessness was not gone. It was transformed. It was now a dream mist, a gentle, shimmering vapor that floated peacefully through the sky, ensuring that no dream would ever be lost. Kael was no longer just a dream architect. He had become the dream guardian, the keeper of his city's newfound peace. As the first true dawn in ages broke over Weiland, he watched, knowing that every night would now be met with tranquility, and every morning new dreams would be born with the light.